Alrighty then, here we go this morning. Yesterday was a good day, got some awesome filming out of the way, and now today when I get home I will play around with it and try and figure out how to put it all together. I feel like I have to sneeze. And I did have to sneeze. So that kind of rounds out for our topic this morning, which is my allergies and the fact that I think that they have returned. So my entire youth, pretty much ever since I've lived here, I have battled with these nasty, gnarly allergies. And I've had many plans and many things that I have tried in order to contest them or fight against them. And I think back in 2019, I finally found my my solution. I finally found what I thought was going to be like the thing that kept allergies away from me forever. And so to go down the entire history of it, when we moved, so I was born out in California. I didn't necessarily have allergies back then, but then we moved here and they hit me like a fire truck, and like these things are gnarly. And so I've always taken allergy medicine, and that kind of kept them at bay, but it wasn't really like a solution to my problem. And so then when I was in high school, like this is either 8th grade or freshman year, I went to a birthday party, and this person kind of set up a camper on their property, and we all hung out in this camper all day. And like the windows were open. It was in the middle of spring, high pollen count, and I wound up having to call my parents and ask them to come get me because my allergies were so bad that I just like could not see. And like that's the thing, is like they attack my eyes and I just cannot do anything. And so parents came and picked me up, and that was like the first breaking moment that I had. I was like, that was embarrassing. Like, I don't want my allergies to rule my enjoyment of my life. Like, I've got to figure something out here. And so we started the drop program then. And it's basically like, if you're not familiar, you do the allergy test, they figure out all the stuff you're allergic to, and then you put a drop under your tongue every morning and night in order to build up an immunity to your allergies. Well, that was a very hard schedule to keep up with, and it was just complicated. It was not, in my opinion, the best way to do that. And so we fell off, and I kind of stopped paying attention to it and just continued living my life. Eventually, I would start working at Home Depot. That was like my first full-time job, and I was a lot associate. So I was outside a lot, and like working at Home Depot, you're around plants and stuff all the time. So that was just like literally festering my goodness gracious, that was literally festering my allergies. And this here, like the amount of times I've sneezed this morning is a testament to that, and I'm gonna have to like blow my nose or something. And this is the kind of stuff that I'd hoped to have gotten away from. The nose doesn't bother me as much. It's the eyes that really gets me going. So pardon me a moment while I blow my nose. So yeah, the drops didn't really work out. I started working at Home Depot. My allergies were being aggravated yet again. And so at that point in time, I went to a specialist, and they signed me up for, like, I call it the 8-step program. And I think there was 8 steps in it, but maybe I always forget one when I describe it. But basically I had prescription eye drops that I would use. I had prescription nose spray that I would use, and I would have prescription actual allergy medicine that I would use. And I would do all these things twice a day. And so I would wake up in the morning, and I would put in the eye drops, and then I would do the nose spray, and then I would take the allergy pill, and then I would come home and I'd take a shower from work, and then I'd do the eye drops, do the nose spray, and do the allergy pill. And that was enough to, like, keep the allergies at bay. It never was like a cure. I still had instances where my nose was stuffed or my eyes were itchy. And so it wasn't like any sort of cure. It was just kind of a way to tame it, if you will. And that's never necessarily what I wanted. I wanted it to go away. But it was good enough, and it lasted me for a while. And I did that until 2019, when I finally decided, you know what, no, I'm tired of these allergies. And someone had told me that they did, like, a toothpaste program now. And I was like, okay, like, the problem with the shots or the drops is, like, with the shots you have to, wow, that person literally just threw a coffee mug out of their car. What a loser. Anyway, the problem with the shots is you have to go in there every week or whatever and get shots, and, like, who has time for that? And so then, so I was like, okay, shots are out of the question. I already tried drops. They don't really work, or at least they're hard to work with. And so then I was like, let's try this toothpaste, because I brush my teeth twice a day anyway. And so if I'm just using the special toothpaste, maybe that'll get me through. And so, like, I went in to get the allergy test, and they were like, they prick your forearms, and any welts that form from your allergies are the things you're allergic to, and they measure it based on millimeters, and they're like, anything that is a 5 millimeter welt is considered a severe allergy. And I was like, okay. So they get to measure in mine, and, like, most of mine are like 15 or higher. And I was like, so if 5 was severe, like, what is 15? That's 3 times severe. And then, so we get our test results, they make up the toothpaste, and I start doing that. And they recommended that I did it for 3 months. And they said that my allergies were so bad I would probably have to come back every 3 years or so. Well, I did the toothpaste for 6 months because I have really bad allergies and I wasn't taking any chances. And then the following spring, so the spring of 2020, I didn't take any allergy medicine, because they also said you probably would still have to, I'd probably still have to take medicine. They're like, your allergies are so severe, you'll probably still want to take medicine, and you'll probably still want to, you'll probably want to re-up every 3 years. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I wanted to put it to the ultimate test, and with the summer, like I said, the spring of 20, I decided not to take any allergy medicine, not to do anything with it, and it was fine. Like, I could just literally go outside and not die of allergies every day. And so that was a pretty good feeling, and it's lasted now for a good while. It's 2024 now, and I am thinking that it's time to re-up my prescription. And, like, honestly, I'm not opposed to just permanently brushing my teeth with allergy toothpaste at this point, if it means that I can not have to do this anymore. The only, like, downfall is the cost. It's pretty costly toothpaste, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's worth it, because living with a stuffed nose and itchy, watery eyes and all that crap is just, it's annoying. It's like you're constantly uncomfortable, and it's like just the very fact of existence is uncomfortable. And there's few things in this world that make me want to like leave my current living situation. I'm very comfortable where I am, but a good allergy attack is like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go find somewhere where allergies don't exist. And unfortunately, the places like that are very expensive. Because the whole time we lived out in California, I didn't have any allergies, and so I'm thinking if I moved back out to California, they'd probably dissipate and go away. But I don't really want that with my life. I'm happy where I am, and so I just need to find a way to make it work where I am. But yeah, I think I will re-up. I was super proud of the fact that they told me I'd have to re-up every 3 years or so, and I was like, oh no, I don't have to re-up, it's been gone forever. And now sitting here that I actually go down the timeline with you guys, I realize it kind of has been about 3 years, because I started the program the summer of 19, and I didn't stop it until the spring of 20. And the spring of 20 I was fine, spring of 21 I was fine, spring of 23 I was fine. But now here we are, spring of 24, and I'm like, ugh. Like, it's important to note that my allergies are not as bad as they have been, or as they were, but I feel like the immunity that I was growing has since fallen off. And so now I need to re-up, so to speak, just like what they said. But also, like I was saying, I'm halfway tempted to just brush indefinitely with allergy toothpaste and just say to heck with it, never stop, and hope that the allergies take care of themselves. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to schedule an appointment and get back in there. And like, the other thing is, it's kind of unfair, because like yesterday I was literally like festering in an allergy pit for a good like hour and a half. I filmed the video out in a field of freshly cut grass, and like, it was all the makings of an allergy attack, and I had an allergy attack, and now I'm like, ugh, I hate it, ugh. And so like, the immunity that I built up is still good, because like, albeit yes, it was an allergy attack, it was not, like I said, nearly as bad as they had been in the past. And so I still got that going for me. Excuse me a minute while I blow my nose again. I feel like this video is going to be disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but sorry if you could. But the video is raw, which is what I was going for, and so there's that. But like, one thing that I remember all throughout middle school, and I think it was maybe just middle school. I don't think it was this bad in high school, but my nose was completely stuffed. I could never breathe out of my nose the entirety of my middle school like experience. Like 6th grade through 8th grade, my nose was just indefinitely stuffed up. And like, it was such a thing that like, teachers would ask me to step out in the hall and blow my nose, because it would disrupt the class that much. And my nose was just constantly stuffed. It was stupid. And so I can remember that, and I know now that like, I don't have to deal with that anymore, so that's a relief. But like, remembering back on that time kind of helps put things in perspective for me, because I'm like, ugh, there was once upon a time when your allergies are so bad that you literally just could not use your nose. Like, my nose was completely dysfunctional. It was like losing an entire sense. It's nuts. And it's like, it makes me wonder, because like, thank goodness that I live in these modern times where we have medicine and things, but like, how did the olden day man get over his allergies? Or did he just tough it out and just be like, I don't care, my eyes are burning, I don't care, my nose is stuffed up? Like, I don't know. It seems odd to me that, like, these olden day people were able to exist and function. And I'm just completely shut down by allergies. And it's like, is it a testament to the people before us, or has something changed to make these things more detestable than they used to be? Like, maybe back when people were outdoorsy more and they had to be out in the wilderness and doing stuff like that, maybe they had built up a better natural immunity to it, and that's why we have less like allergy dependent people, or people allergic to things. Because like, the amount of things I'm allergic to, it's like I'm basically allergic to everything outside. And it's like, okay, if someone were like me back in the day, like, how would they get over that? Like, they probably wouldn't. They'd probably just fester in it and accept that as their constant state of being, which is not at all a fun place to be. And so I wonder, for my own sake, like, I don't know, it's just interesting. It's unfortunate, but interesting. And yeah, I got nothing else there on that one. It's just a crazy, stinky experience. I need to re-up on my toothpaste and try and get back on it. Because the other thing, like, the reason why I stopped with my 8-step program was because it was getting to be expensive. Like, the eye drops, I think, were like $80 some at the time. I can only imagine what they cost now. And the nose spray was like $45. And then, of course, the pills were like $20 something. And so it's like, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like $150 that I was spending every so often just on allergy supplies. And a tube of toothpaste is about the same price. So it's $150 for all the allergy stuff. It was like $200 for a tube of toothpaste. I think it was technically $180. So it was a little bit more expensive, but the idea was I would build an immunity and I would save money because I wouldn't have to do this forever. And like, to its credit, like, it lasted me a good 3 years. And honestly, if I avoided allergy situations, it probably would have still went fine. But that was never the goal. Like, the goal was to be able to exist in this world without avoiding interactions just because I was afraid I was going to have some sort of allergy attack. So I don't want to negate that and just be like, oh, I'll just go back to avoiding the world because I don't want to have an allergy attack. Like, nah, I'll just do the toothpaste again. Because even then, like, what was it? It was 183 times, and that got me 3 years worth of immunity versus 150 12 times. And I only have 6 minutes left of my video, and so I probably won't make one on my way home. I hope you guys were not completely grossed out by this. Bye.